something to be coupled with that. What I try to do is, as I'm working with so many people around the country, we've got people that are coming off medication right now, high blood pressure medication, diabetic medication. We have people feeling better, have more energy. The reason is that I find out the side effects of that medicine, and then I kind of tell you and guide you what you should be eating to guard yourself against the side effects of the medicine. Because if you don't know what the side effects are, or even if you know what the side effects are, you still need to understand that you need to be eating against that. Okay? How many of you in here right now are taking more than 3 medications? Amen. How many of you taking more than 5? I'm scared to say another no. Okay, but when you started out, it was 1 medication, right? Okay, and then you went to another medication, then you went to another medication. I love the doctors, they're doing their best, but even the doctor needs a doctor. Okay, right? Okay, even the doctor needs a doctor. And the doctors usually tell you what not to eat, but they never tell you what to eat. Okay? Does anybody know, I heard somebody say they had knee problems and things like that. Okay. Does anybody know any of the foods that help you with your rebuilding of your cartilage, rebuilding of your ligaments, that actually helps you have more elasticity and more flexibility? Does anybody know any of those foods that do that?
No.
Fish.
Oh, fish. Oh, man, who said fish? All right.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, and apples. That's right. That's right. Oh man, this is a good class. All right. That's right. Apples. And also fish. The omega-3s in fish are really good, because what they do is that they coat the bones and they kind of give you that cushion, because after we're all getting older, we're all getting becoming more seasoned. So our body is wear and tear, just like cars, okay? But unfortunately, we can't change our legs like we can tires, all right? So we have to do things to keep that lubrication in there. Some great foods that have some of those properties, the omega-3s, are strawberries, blueberries, olive oil, tilapia, salmon. Now, I'm getting ready to make some people sad. We ain't talking about catfish. All right. Okay. Catfish does not possess the properties that will help you. I'm going to go to my book here, and I'm going to give you guys just a list. And we're not going to be long, because I know I heard you say some birthday people.
Yeah.
Okay. These are just some of the foods here. And I'm just going to read a few of them to you. Almonds, apricots, artichokes, avocados, brown rice, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, kale, kidney beans, lentils. Did you know there was that many foods that actually help with not only pain management, but helps with the stress and the bone density, helps to rebuild your cartilage, and actually helps to strengthen your bones? So many different foods. Bone building. I'm going to give you some foods for bone building right quick, okay?
Okay.
Avocados, bananas, barley, blueberries. We just talked about that one. Cauliflower, celery, cherries. Just a whole lot. It's about 100 different foods. And so if you start eating these foods, they won't only help you in your bones, but they'll help counteract some of that medication. It's amazing that all the food that God has made has some type of medicinal properties that are released in our bodies. If you and I share a banana, we both going to get what? Potassium. If we share an apple, we both going to get what? Vitamin A. If we share carrots, we're both going to get beta carotene. How many of y'all fatigue all the time and tired? Oh, okay. This is a live bunch right here. Okay. Well, for the 2 people in the room that only get tired. Yeah. Carrots are really good to help you as far as your fatigue level, okay? How many of you here just have brain fog, brain freeze sometimes?
Yeah.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Green tea is really good for that, because the catechins in green tea actually, they help stimulate the brain and cause you to be more alert. And for all the people that say, well, I drink tea and I don't drink coffee, and they think they're better, they think they're healthy. Guess what? Green tea has 3/4 caffeine as coffee. All right?
All right.
So I want y'all to know that.
That's why I came out of coffee.
That's it. I gave him permission to drink this coffee. But we don't want to become just pain managers. We want to get rid of the pain, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's too many people. It's a pain to get up, a pain to go to sleep, a pain to roll over. I mean, it's just pills for everything right now. And some of these pills, they're causing people to be progressively more ill or become sicker than they really are. So sometimes you got to go back to natural. You got to go back to ground to mouth. You got to go back and start consuming the things that God made, because those are the things that break down in our body. Those are the things that help detoxify us, and those are the things that keeps us healthy. Give me a couple more problems that I can answer while I'm up here, besides the pain. Okay? Yeah, go ahead.
For me, it's just like if you go to a doctor and you're not satisfied with the way the doctor's treatments or treating you.
Run. No, I'm just playing.
Right? Or do you sit down and talk to the doctor and tell him he's not treating you the way you want to be treated because you need special care.
Okay.
So can he provide more care than what he's doing?
Well, you know what? I think you just probably have to find another doctor, because for me, if I'm going to a doctor, I want somebody that's not just trying to push a lot of pills down me, or trying to get me out of the office. I want somebody that's gonna give me some respect and treat me like a person. So
Kids just have even more than that.
yeah, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. In the meantime, we always and let me tell you something. Man does not have the answer unless God gives it to him. Okay,
That's right.
I'm going to tell you that. All right. Okay. I've seen people, their livers are gone. Doctors gave up on them. They got on our programs within 2 weeks now. They're doing good. People who could barely walk with osteoporosis, they're doing better, because it all comes from God first, and then God just gives. And the problem is, whenever man thinks he's smarter than God, then we're already in trouble.
Amen. Amen.
And so
Amen.
now I'm not telling y'all to throw y'all medicine down, but really start researching the side effects and see what's in it, because you need to start putting fruits and vegetables in your body to arm yourselves against it. Because medicine, the only way it can be flushed out of the body is that you're using water. How many of you drink a lot of water in here? Okay. Now, what type of water are you drinking?
Purified.
Purified. Okay.
I didn't have to come out the house.
Okay. I want you all to start drinking spring or distilled water. Okay. Okay. Yes. If you're drinking Aquafina or Dasani, you don't want that water, because it has fluoride in it. That's the main chemical that makes bleach. Okay. And so that causes your body to be very acidic. And that's one of the things that a lot of medication does. Once your body's very acidic, you start having acid reflux. You start having heartburn, okay, because your body's acidic. That's the acids in your body, and they're actually just trying to come up, because it's like it's combustion in there. So you start, you don't want to eat anything real citrusy or spicy at that time. You want to start eating things like melons and things like that. How many of you in here diabetic right now? Diabetes, okay. Okay, let me see your hands. Okay, good. All right, good. Now, the life of a diabetic. I asked God to give me an interpretation, and I want to really understand that. And a lot of people don't really understand what you guys go through. But I started talking to my friends that work with a lot of different diabetics, and of course I do too. But I started talking to people that actually, they build the insulin pumps for them, and they do all of these things for them. So I sat in on one of their conferences, and I wanted to hear from some diabetics, what's your daily routine? And I said, my God, you're some of the most bravest people in the world, because every day you're concentrating and you got your eye on your sugar. Okay, when you go to bed, some of them go to bed, they want the sugar to be low so that they can take the next day